Three dog breeds. People cross the street to avoid them. Parents pull their children closer. Entire neighborhoods have passed laws banning them from city limits. German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Pit Bull, the most feared dogs in America. But here's the question nobody asks out loud, the one that makes people uncomfortable the moment it leaves their mouth. Did these dogs earn that reputation? Or did we give it to them? The answer, backed by science, by history, and by the dogs themselves, will completely change how you see these three breeds. And it starts with a question that has no comfortable answer. Most people who fear these breeds aren't wrong to be cautious. The statistics exist. The headlines exist. Pit bulls and Rottweilers together account for a significant portion of fatal dog attacks in this country. German Shepherds carry one of the strongest bite forces of any working breed. These are real numbers, not myths. But here's what those numbers don't tell you, and it's the part that changes everything. Because when researchers looked deeper, they found something the headlines never report. Let's start with the breed that's been misunderstood the longest. The German Shepherd was born to work. In 1899, a man named Max von Stephanitz bred the first German Shepherd, not as a weapon, not as a guard dog, but as the perfect working partner for human beings. Intelligent, loyal, tireless. A dog that could think, adapt, and stay calm under pressure. These dogs carried messages through WWI trenches when no human could safely cross. They pulled wounded soldiers to safety when no one else could reach them. Rin Tin Tin, found as a puppy in a bombed-out kennel in wartime France, became Hollywood's most beloved star, and spent years showing America what this breed actually was. Today, the German Shepherd is the first choice of police forces, military units, search and rescue teams, and guide dog programs worldwide. Not because they're dangerous, because they're reliable. The American Temperament Test Society tested thousands of German Shepherds. 84.4% passed a score that places them higher than many breeds the public considers safe. And the data on attacks? German Shepherds are responsible for 4.2% of incidents in the research, a number far, far below the fear they inspire. So why does the German Shepherd have a reputation for aggression? The answer, when you finally hear it, is the same answer for all three of these breeds. But I'm not going to give it to you yet, because you need to see the Rottweiler first. Because the Rottweiler's story goes back further than most people know, almost 2,000 years further. And that history changes everything about how you see this breed. The Rottweiler has been misunderstood for decades. But its story begins around 70 AD with the Roman armies marching across Europe. Those armies needed cattle fed and protected across thousands of miles of terrain. They bred powerful, calm, reliable dogs to do exactly that. Dogs that could work hard, stay steady, and be trusted completely. Those dogs eventually settled in a small German town called Rottweil. And for centuries, the Rottweiler was trusted with something remarkable. Merchants traveling between markets would tie their money pouches around the Rottweiler's neck. Not a lockbox, not a guard, a dog, around whose neck they placed everything of value they owned. Not because the dog was dangerous, because the dog was trustworthy. Today, Rottweilers work as therapy dogs in hospitals and children's wards. They guide the blind, they search rubble after disasters. The same breed banned in cities across this country is lying at the feet of terminally ill children, offering something no medication can provide. The NIH found that only 9% of a dog's behavioral traits are attributable to its breed. 9%, which means 91% of what your dog becomes has nothing to do with the breed it was born into. It has everything to do with you. But here's the part nobody tells you. The most misunderstood breed of all three is still ahead, and its story is the one that will stay with you longest. Because the pit bull wasn't always feared. There was a time not long ago when Americans called this breed something else entirely, something that will stop you cold when you hear it. They called them nanny dogs. In the early 1900s, American families trusted pit bulls to watch over their children while parents worked, not because they had no other choice, because the breed had earned that trust again and again in home after home. In 1917, a stray pit bull mix was found wandering a Yale training ground as soldiers were shipping out to France. His name became Stubby. He went with them. He served 18 months in WWI, 17 battles. He warned his regiment of a mustard gas attack, alerting soldiers before any human alarm could sound, saving lives in the dark. He caught a German spy trying to map Allied positions. He was wounded twice and returned to duty both times. Sergeant Stubby, the most decorated war dog in American history, a pit bull. Today, 700 American cities have banned this breed. The American Temperament Test Society tested 870 pit bulls. 86.6% passed. That's higher than beagles, higher than collies, higher than chihuahuas, a breed nobody fears crossing the street to avoid. And the NIH confirmed something that should make every headline writer pause. 60% of dogs visually identified as pit bulls in attack reports are misidentified. They don't even carry pit bull DNA. We are banning a dog we can't even correctly identify. So what actually creates a dangerous dog? That answer I've been building toward it this entire video. And it's time. The NIH found that only 9% of behavioral traits come from breed. The other 91% is environment. Experience. The human on the other end of the leash. 84% of fatal dog attacks, regardless of breed, involve intact, unneutered male dogs. Not German Shepherds specifically, not Rottweilers, not pit bulls, intact males. Across all breeds, including Labradors, including Huskies, more than 80 breeds have been involved in fatal attacks since 2016. Breeds nobody fears. Breeds nobody bans. The CDC has recommended against breed-specific legislation, not because attacks don't happen, but because the data is clear. Banning a breed does not reduce bites. Cities with breed bans see no reduction in emergency room visits from dog attacks. The breed isn't the variable. The human is. How a dog is raised, how a dog is trained. Whether a dog is abused, chained, isolated, or shown what love and structure actually look like, that determines what a dog becomes. The breed is just the beginning of the story. What happens next, that's on us. These three breeds didn't choose their reputation. They were given it by people who needed something to fear, by headlines that needed something to blame, by a culture that forgot for a moment that every dog that ever became dangerous was first failed by a human. Every single one. So, are these the three most dangerous dog breeds in America? Here is what the science actually says. The German Shepherd, 84.4% temperament pass rate, military hero, police partner, guide dog. A breed that has served human beings with more loyalty than most humans will ever deserve. What makes a German Shepherd dangerous? Not the breed, the owner, the Rottweiler, trusted for 2,000 years with the most valuable things people owned, their cattle, their money, their safety. What makes a Rottweiler dangerous? Not the breed, the owner. The pit bull, 86.6% temperament pass rate, war hero, nanny dog. America's companion for a century before the headlines rewrote the story. Banned in 700 cities based on data that misidentifies 60% of the dogs involved. What makes a pit bull dangerous? Not the breed, the owner. Three breeds, one answer. The dog is never born dangerous. The dog becomes what we make it, which means the most important characteristic isn't in the dog at all. It's in you. Somewhere right now, a German Shepherd is guiding a blind veteran safely home. A Rottweiler is lying at the foot of a child's hospital bed. A pit bull is being held by someone who needed something to hold onto. These aren't exceptions. These aren't flukes. These aren't the good ones. These are who these dogs actually are. When we let them be. Do you own one of these three breeds? Tell me their name in the comments. I want to hear their story. And if you want to understand why some dogs become aggressive and what the science says you can actually do about it, that video is next. Link right here. Subscribe because every week I explain what your dog is trying to tell you.